Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to do something real quick and easy, but it's something a lot of folks don't think of, particularly new shooters. It's going to be one-handed with whatever your offhand is. So for me, I'm a right-handed shooter. So we're going to use our left hand throughout the video here. One-handed shooting. So there's a lot of reasons why this could happen, particularly with the offhand. If you get in an altercation, someone may have your arm pinned down. If you have to, say, carry a small child with you, if somebody breaks in your house, you go to their room, grab the kid, have to come with you, you're only going to have that one hand to use, and depending on which one you grab the child with, you still need to be capable of using your weapon for it. Obviously, the most likely reason that would happen is in a gunfight. It's very likely that you're going to get shot. If you look at, like, say, if you got into a fist fight, would you expect not to get punched or kicked or kneed? No. So in a gunfight, you need to think that you may get shot. And if you get shot in your shoulder, your bicep, your hand, any of your dominant hand, it could lead to some issues. So sorry about the wind, guys. It's getting crazy out here. It has been the last few times we've been out. Anyway, so you need to be proficient at using your offhand. So what we're going to do is just give you a couple tips on it. And I suppose, if nothing else, this video is a reminder that you need to practice it. So we got the Glock 19 here. This is the Vickers RTF2. And it's a gun that I certainly carry from time to time. So it's very realistic that I could have to use this. So generally speaking, the fundamentals of grip are going to be exactly the same. So you want to get with your non-dominant hand as high as possible on the back strap, get a good positive grip, finger off the trigger, your middle finger as high as you can up underneath that trigger guard, and basically sort of debated out there in the world, but basically the gun's sort of in line with your forearm as you grab it. If it deviates a little to the side and it's comfortable for you, whatever. So however that works for you, that's what you want to do. And having that high up grip is even more important when you're shooting one-handed, even more so when you're shooting with your non-dominant hand, because you really want to control that recoil. So when you are practicing, I highly recommend taking your hand and either putting it against your chest or making a fist or whatever you want to do, so that way it's sort of a conscious reminder not to get your hand out there near it. This comes into play even more so when we do contact shooting drills. A lot of folks will just say put a fist in their chest. I kind of agree with that. It makes it easier, makes it consistent. So fist in your chest. And when you extend out, normally, as you'd extend out, you present just like this with your gun pretty much vertical. Now, when you do that one-handed, particularly weak-handed, there's some potential pitfalls to it, if you will. So looking at it now, basically the recoil is going to come right back through an unsupported area, which is this area right here. So what some people recommend and others disagree, I recommend you try these both, is that you sort of cant your hand a little bit. And what that does is, if you can see, if you put like a 15 to 20 degree cant in there, it makes that recoil axis come right along your forearm, your bicep, and into your shoulder, as opposed to like this. So this would be the straight up and down vertical. That would be the canted, and you can see how it changes the recoil axis, at least the supported portion of the recoil axis. So I'll take a few shots both ways, and like I said, I recommend you guys try both if you haven't already done so. So shootsteel.com target at about 15 yards, and you know, trigger control, everything else, sight alignment, all that stuff still comes into play. Probably more so, again, because you're a little bit less stable than you're used to. So I'm going to shoot a few with a vertical gun, and let you guys see what that looks like. So certainly still able to make hits, but I can feel that gun sort of rising up into the right a little more than I would be comfortable with typically. So we'll cant it a little bit. And when I cant it, I like to keep my arm almost fully flexed, not totally extended, but about as close as you can be. So somebody's come by in a four-wheeler. Hold on one second. There they go. All right, so I like to cant it a little bit and almost fully extend it. So we'll have our hand up. For me, that feels like a more stable position. Again, I recommend you do both. Check it out, see what you think. But that's about it, guys. Just a quick tip and a reminder that you should train with your offhand, one-handed shooting, because in the event that you may need to do so, you don't want it to be your first time. If you guys have any questions, anything like that, you can post below in the comments section. You can also post over at my Facebook page as always. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next video.